I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how spirits are today. Spirits have been on fire in my readings today.
Ooh.
I know. Dee is like, yes, let's do it.
Yeah, I got that off. This one's on. Okay.
Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? I was just telling Dee, well, interesting to see how this live is. Spirits have been on fire today. Been back-to-back readings. I just missed one. I was a little bit late, but not too bad. Actually, I'm doing pretty good. Hi. Did I see your email? I haven't, Miss Kara. I'm sorry. I have not. I've been back-to-back readings since noon, so I haven't looked at my email. So you must have emailed me sometime in the afternoon. All right. Do you want to tell me what your email says here? Do you want to address it here, or is it personal, Miss Kara? We'll see what Kara's going to say. Is this information the world can know, or is this just a personal question? Thank you, everyone who was liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. I appreciate you. Miss Christina, thank you for the gifts. About the interview timeline insight. Oh, we'll use that as a psychic question. All right, so Miss Kara, are y'all ready? Remember, if you're getting is that something on my, I just powdered my nose. It's like, did I leave powder, or is that the light? Okay, so now y'all are gonna help me answer this psychic question for Miss Kara. If you just know the answer claircognizantly, if you see something, it's clairvoyant, you hear something clairaudient, or you can feel it in your body. Okay, so Miss Kara has interviewed for a job, okay? Is she going to get the job? First, let's narrow that down. Is Kara going to get the job? What are you getting, Dee?
Yes.
Okay, Alyssa does hair saying yes. I think she is. And then lots of people are saying yes, and so did Dee. All right. So now she said timeline. So I'm assuming, Kara, you want to know when you're going to be offered the job. Is that correct? So whenever someone asks me a timeline question, there's a couple of different ways in which you can get the information. So if you're with me being mentored, or you're in a class, we break it down and with more clarity. But since it's, a group of people, I'm going to give you some general ideas of how you can get information when it comes to time frames. Is that the distance, or is that what you get? You have no power or authority to do what you're doing that God condemns. Oh, sweet soul. You know what? Okay, so I'm going to answer this question, Miss Kara, but let me just tell Jose something for a second. Because, oh, honey, you think I don't know the Bible? Lord have mercy. I know the Bible more than you. And you know what is even better about the way that I know the Bible is I have sat in meditation and I have channeled Jesus Christ himself. And you know what the fabulous thing about channeling Jesus Christ and praying and sitting in meditation is you learn that the dogma that we're taught actually keeps you from being as kind as you can. Let's just think for a second, Mr. Jose. Think of the beautiful love that you were made from. You were made in the divine light of God. But instead of letting that divine light of God shine, you're letting the dogma cover it up. I want you to think about the power that you would have to change the world right where you stand if you allowed that unconditional and the divine love that you are radiate from you. Can you imagine the power you would have to change people's hearts and lives if you allowed the divine light of God to permeate every cell in your body, so that when people come close to you, when they see you, they see and they feel and they hear the divine light of God. sit with that for a moment. All right, now we're back to Kara's question. Time frame. Okay. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Should I be a preacher? All right. So when is Kara going to get this job? So let's talk about, you can either get a number. I think some people were saying they had gotten a 3. So then you ask yourself, oh, Jen is saying 2 weeks. Is it 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks? Jen is saying 2 weeks. Now, what are you getting, Dee?
8 days.
8 days.
1, 3, 4, hit 8.
So Dee was counting. She was going 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to sit here and so I asked Spirit, give me something. I saw 1 and a 2, between 1 and 2 weeks. It's like, how much between us? I'll right in the middle. So I'm seeing about 10 days, because I'm not going off of business weeks. I'm going off of full weeks. And Dee got 8 days. So I would say within 2 weeks, Kara, you're going to be offered the job. I'm asking why. Like, why is it taking them so long? I see them digging out of paperwork. Like they're digging out of paperwork. What are you getting, Dee?
They're fussing around with people like the managers on who to get.
Yes, I did feel that also. Dee was saying they're fussing around. So what I'm feeling is that there are other people in the running for this job. And though it went really well for you, Kara, and there are some people that really like you, there is one person who is pushing for someone else. And so they're kind of fighting through that. So that's what Dee was seeing. All right. Sounds like what Sarah's work is doing with this hiring. All right. Let's do, y'all want to just do some, I guess we're going to do some psychic. Kara kicked us off on psychic. We're going to stay with psychic for a moment, even though I don't usually start with psychic. And then we'll go into some card readings. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. If y'all have not noticed that, if you comment on my videos, I've been also giving free card readings. Okay. Alyssa wants to know, should I stay at my current job? Wow. I'm just going to tell you right now, I heard a screaming no. I was going to ask for people to chime in, but it was just so loud in my head. I had to tell you, Miss Alyssa, no, you should not stay at your current job. Dee is shaking her no also. Oh, Miss Jen. Oh, everyone else is now saying no. When I went down to look at the comments, everyone else is saying it. Okay. Let's see. Jen wants to know, Jenny says, will I get a positive pregnancy test? It says month. I'm thinking this month. Okay. In the month of September, is Jenny going to have a positive pregnancy test? What are y'all feeling? No, I hope so. November, Kippy is saying, I will say that the energy was really funky for September, so I'm wondering if it's not going to be October. I feel it's close. Thank you, Stella, for sharing my live. I feel it's close. Do you feel it's close, Dee, that she's going to have a positive pregnancy test? All right, let's see here. Is the medicine my doctor prescribed for my mental health going to work? Okay, so Baby Love is asking, is the medicine my doctor prescribed for my mental health going to work?
It's got no side effects.
So, yes. I'm getting yes. Okay, Carrie, I think that you commented on it, and I'm glad that you that were on here. If I mentor people, and in that mentorship, I will they will show up, like they will practice. So it will actually be a free reading. You will pop on my screen, and it's not only the person that I'm mentoring, but it's also me there. And so I put out a call for some free reading. So I had someone volunteer. But if I didn't, this was on on Facebook. If I didn't choose you, just know I will circle back and choose it again. Okay. I feel like the medicine is going to help for a certain amount. But also, there's a lot of work you have to do on yourself. So someone asked if the medicine was going to help their mental health. I feel it will some, but I'm also feeling that you need to do a lot of work on your own. So hopefully you're also seeing a therapist and you're doing things side by side. All right, let's see here. Angela wants to know, do you see Bobby and I getting back together in a relationship? Okay, Angela wants to know, is Bobby and her going to get back together? What are you getting, Dee?
No, that's not her best interest.
Okay, everyone on here is saying no. Dee is saying no, it's not in their best interest. Okay, there is a yes. Now I'm actually getting, and so this is where you have to be careful, like when you're learning to read energy, some of the things that you can feel. I think they're going to get back together, but it's not going to last. Also, I'm hearing that when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And that you're going to be so happy getting this person back, you're going to start overlooking some of the red flags and some of the things they used to do. And don't do that to yourself, honey. I'm hearing that. For one thing, not to get back with him, but if you do choose to do that, make sure you're reading those red flags up front. All right. Sarah wants to know, will my marriage get through this struggle? I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're on here and you haven't done so yet, please click the follow button. We do a lot of fun things. Is their marriage going to survive, Dee?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, with time. It's going to be rough, but it's going to be worth it, and it's going to survive. Dee is saying yes, and everyone else on here is saying yes. Also, I also feel yes. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you. Alyssa Does Hair wants to know, will I ever find my wedding dress? How do you lose a wedding dress? Will she ever find her wedding dress? What are you getting, Dee?
I think so, yes. I'm not getting it done.
What are y'all getting? Is she going to find her wedding dress? All right, I'm not seeing anyone else answering. Dee has said she thinks so. Oh, there he goes. Maria says yes. I'm not feeling you're going to find it. Yes, but it's going to be somewhere unexpected. Eventually, it'll take a while. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right. Let's roll into some cards. How about let's do cards? Y'all have me all off. I'm doing this all kinds of different ways today. She says, I did say, Alyssa, that I didn't think you were going to find it. And she just said on here that she has a feeling her mother-in-law threw it out. Yes, cards. All right, let's do this. All right. Here we go. Let me see. Let me see. Who is this going? Oh. All right. You know, Jen, I feel like I read you a lot, but I was just not even sure who I was going to read this for, and it stopped. And I heard Jen, so I'm not one to argue with spirit. So here we go. That's not true. I do argue with spirit. They just corrected me. I cannot tell a lie. I do argue with spirit frequently. All right. Very good. This is for Jen. The first thing I'm getting, Jen, is the Okay, so as you know, the cards are broken up into two. I know, right, Stella? It's broken up into two sets. One is a minor arcana, the other is a major arcana. Major arcana signals big energy coming into your life. I will go into spirit led right after. I'll do a couple of card readings, and then we're going to do spirit led if y'all want to stick around for that. The first one we get is the Three of Pentacles. The three is really about the forces coming together, teamwork, and this is about work or about your walk on this earth. So this is making sure that you are leaning into other people. You are learning who you need to trust. You need to take time to yourself. You need to make sure as you are rebuilding your tribe. I'm hearing, Jen, that you need to start kind of cutting off part of your tribe and rebuilding it. You need to take time for yourself. You need to sit with yourself. You are right. You know who you need to be around. You also need to start making sure that, I know the Justice card can sometimes be about getting actual justice for yourself, but in this, I'm hearing that there are people who believe things about you that aren't true. And you are very, I know it's frustrating. I get it. Whenever someone believes something about you that's not true, yeah, no cutting Sarah out. I think they're sisters. You are so adamant wanting to defend yourself. Yes, you can say one time your part. Some people are going to believe what they want to believe. Take time out. Stand in your truth. You know who you are. Yes, defend yourself one time, but after that, you're done with it. And I see you heading in a new direction. And you can see as she's headed in a new direction, she has power behind her. Now, unfortunately, usually this kind of power does not come. This kind of power and self-confidence does not usually come unless it's hard won. Which tells me that as you're defending yourself, as you're trying to weed out who you're going to allow in your energy, and you're sitting with yourself, and you are seeking justice for who you are at a soul level, you're going to come on the other side more powerful, but it is not going to be an easy journey. I know, I'm sorry, but you are going to come out more powerful. And you have some good family around you. All right, I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. Thank you, Michelle, for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Jen. Oh, she does. You do have some good family around you. I heard that. All right. Let's see who I was going to. Did you see anyone sharing my live like crazy, Dee? Oh, V. Let's see. I see V sharing my live, and someone sent me a gift. Who was that? All right, this is for V. I want to thank V for liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right, this is for V. All right. The first card is the Knight of Wands. This is telling me you are really heading in a new direction when it comes to your ambition and your motivations. You've decided you're going to change how you're attacking this world and the directions that you're headed, and you are headed in a new direction confidently. I'm also seeing that there are some relationships in your life that you are recognizing that are limiting you. Heading in a new direction, and you are recognizing there are some relationships in your life that are really limiting where you want to go and what you're doing. There is some instability when it comes to your walk on this planet, when it comes to your money and where you live and your structure around you. Thank you, thank you. And it's time to start your education, V. It's time for you. If you want to stabilize your walk on this planet, your finances, how you're navigating just the material goods, you really need to continue and get yourself some extra education. Now, this isn't always college. Sometimes this is just learning a new skill, but you definitely want to do that. All right, thank you, V. Thank you, Michelle, for liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, V, I hope it rang true. Thank you, Trina, for sending me the heart puff. We're going to do This is going to be for Trina. Thank you for the heart puff, Trina. All right. Let's see. Miss Trina. Ooh. All right, Miss Trina. The first card here we have is the Seven of Swords. You have really had some challenges and some serious responsibilities when it comes to your thoughts and beliefs. And I feel that something that you believe is true. Oh, very good. So when I said that V needed to get some extra education, she really needed to do that. She said she's been contemplating going back to college. That was straight up. Okay. So we have here that you have been having some challenges and responsibility when it comes to what you believe, because you have someone in your head that's trying to tell you how you should be and tell you what you should believe. And instead of standing on your own 2 feet, and this card is calling you to do so. See, swords, challenges, and responsibilities. This is all about stand in your truth. You are smart, confident, you can do it on your own. Once you start standing and being true to who you are and your belief system, it's going to give you a lot more stability. You're going to feel a lot more grounded and a lot more stability. And you are going to then, passing judgment, judgment, people think, oh, it's about judging things. It's about judging what you believe. It's about judging how you interact with this world, not judging other people. It's judging who you are and what you believe. So make sure you are really sitting in your own intuition and your own belief system. It's going to stabilize your life, and it's going to allow you to be able to judge who you are and what you want in a good way. All right. Do we continue cards or do we go to Spirit Led? What are you feeling, Dee?
Spirit.
Spirit. All right. We're doing Spirit. Let's do it. Okay. This first gentleman stepping up here. Where's my pen? I'm hearing the name Daryl. I'm hearing the D-A name, like Daryl. There's my pen. I knew I just had it. I just got out of a reading. Okay. Daryl is letting me know that he loved music. Like he was always out clubbing, but he would go to the clubs to actually listen to the music and have a drink. He had a lot of friends. He was very well known. He was about 5'11", he is showing me. And I don't know why he's making this known, but his weight fluctuated. Michelle, real quick, I would go with what you feel. I'm feeling the same thing. Okay. Daryl is, so I'm hearing the name Daryl around him. He's showing me that he loved music. He went out to clubs, and he really grew up about the same, like in the 80s. He showed me a lot of this 80s music going on. Even as he got older, he still loved music, but it was always around this 80s and 90s music. 70s, some 70s also. He's showing me some 70s music. He is showing me he was about 5'11", and his weight really fluctuated. He is letting me know that he always wore boots and jeans, and he worked with his hands. He was like a jack of all trades. He never had like a career job, and he would do anything for anyone. All right, does this gentleman, if he matches you, please put a yes in the comments. All right, doesn't look like anyone's going to claim this dude, so we are going to move on to someone else. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciate you today. All right, we are going to do something different today. I'm going to ask, I was going to ask someone to go live, but they can't go live. I was feeling drawn to their name, so I was going to ask them to go live, but they can't go. All right, so I'm going to recap Daryl real quick, and then I'm going to jump into another spirit. I'm hearing this D name. It's a D-A name. I'm hearing Daryl, but let's go with D-A. He loved music. He is showing me that he really liked that 70s and 80s music into 90s. He was about 5'11". His weight fluctuated a lot. He is showing me he always wore jeans and boots. He had dark hair. He was a jack of all trades. He could do a lot of different things when it came to construction field and running equipment, but he never really just stuck it out at a job. He was always kind of lackadaisical. If he had enough DAR, it could be DAR, D-A-R. That would make sense if I was seeing Daryl. So you know this person, Nikki? Miss Nikki, do you know this person? All right. I think so. Okay, Nikki, down at the bottom there is a picture of two people, a pink and a blue person. Request to go live. I was going to ask you to go live with me, and it won't let me request you. I don't know if you have a private account or what it is. So please request me to go live. There she is. Good job, Nikki. Sometimes people get confused. You did a good job. Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
Where are you located?
I'm in Canada, Calgary.
Oh, Canada, huh? All right. A Canadian, a border friend. All right, so who was this gentleman to you? Was he your dad?
My papa.
So who was Papa to you?
Pardon?
Was that like a grandfather or a dad?
Grandpa.
Okay, grandfather. All right, did he, now I wasn't going to say this until I had whoever he was with on the phone. On the phone, on my live. Do you remember him ever having a ponytail? Why does he make me want to have a ponytail?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, who around him had one? Is there someone who is alive who has a ponytail?
I have a ponytail in right now.
I was seeing if it fit. What everyone's doing, I'm feeling into it. It's like, is that what he's talking about? No, this is a guy who has hair long enough to put in a ponytail. That would be around this Papa. Do you know who that is? He's alive. The guy's alive.
No, I don't.
Okay, then we'll let that go. That's going to bother me though. All right, Miss Nikki. Your Papa is talking about, have you been thinking about going back to school?
Yes.
He's saying that you need to get on that.
Okay.
He shows me you dragging your feet, you're dragging the feet. I get it, school sometimes no fun, but the end result is fun. He's also showing me, have you been thinking about going to nursing?
That's one thing I was thinking about.
Mm-hmm. That's what he's showing me. He's showing me nursing.
Okay.
And he is showing me that nursing is very broad. Like a lot of people think nursing is just this one thing, but he's talking about it's very broad. Mm-hmm. And you're going to be able to specialize in what you want to specialize in. He's also telling me that he is the one who has been sending you the birds, but it looks like a big one. It's not like a little robin or a cardinal. It's like a big hawk looking bird. Have you been noticing the big bird, like the big hawk looking bird around you?
I've seen like owls and stuff.
Very good. I'll take it. He's also letting me know that how excited he is to be here today, that he never would have considered anyone doing this while he was on planet.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, he thought this was a bunch of hogwash, but he's talking about how cool it is. He's also telling me that he comes to you clairaudiently, which means he talks in your head. So sometimes, have you ever heard a voice in your head that you felt like wasn't yours?
No, but I do feel his presence sometimes.
Yes. So pay attention to if you have a random thought dropped in that wasn't like a linear thought. It was just all of a sudden, this one thought dropped in. Tap into the energy of that. And once you can identify what's your energy and what isn't, you'll be able to identify when something's coming from spirit. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, very good. Now, my disclaimer to everyone watching is spirit voices will never tell you to hurt yourself or someone else. All right. Thank you, Miss Nikki.
Thanks.
All right. All right. instantly. I couldn't even get this guy out quick enough, and I'm hearing Randy. Okay, I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I have this gentleman, Randy, stepping up. Randy is letting me know that when he was growing up,
Yes, it's Lynn.
Lynn, all right, well, okay. We will get more information once Lynn comes on camera, so you are clear.
He's been hoping for this all day.
Oh, okay. Oh, here she comes. Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
So you have a Randy in spirit?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now I want to tell y'all what happened behind the scenes, and then I'll finish this reading for Lynn. Is I stopped for a moment and I was like, but I've only said his name. So now Randy had a good personality. He was someone who was kind of funny, and he'd throw your crap back at you sometimes. How I know that is because I was talking to someone about someone I was mentoring. I was saying, I was reading someone, and so I had him on I said, I'm hearing this Michael is stepping up. And they were like, I said, do you have a spirit named Michael? And they looked at me and they said, well, describe him. So I did. I went to all this detail and they claimed Michael. I said, really? How many Michaels do you have in spirit? And they said, oh, just the one. So that's what, whenever I was talking, I said, oh, it's Randy. I was like, but I haven't said anything about him. He said, isn't my name enough? Because that's what in my head I was thinking to this client. I was like, oh my goodness, you have one Michael in spirit. And I said, Michael is here. And you pretended like you didn't know him. Anyway, Lynn.
Yes.
So who was Randy to you?
My fiance.
And he was a good looking man. I just have to tell you.
Yes.
Yes, he was. And I would have said husband, but he stopped me. That's the reason I thought I had the relationship wrong. So even if y'all were just engaged and not marriage, your relationship worked like a marriage.
Yes.
He's letting me know that he had really nice hair. He's very
Yes.
proud of his, yeah. He's very proud of his hair. He is also referencing that y'all just thought y'all had all the time in the world. And yes, y'all were going to get married, but it wasn't like something that you felt like you had to do right now because it was just a piece of paper. He's apologizing for that because in his passing, not having that piece of paper caused you some problems. And he is saying he's sorry that y'all should have just gotten married.
Yeah.
He's also referencing that, okay, he's taking me to a coffee pot. Have you recently replaced your coffee pot? Did it break? What is this coffee pot thing?
I have a Keurig that just turns itself on randomly, middle of the night, middle of the day.
Very good. Very good. I was like, I'm not quite sure why he's taking me to this coffee pot. A lot of times when I'm reading, I am giving you the information as I'm getting it. That's the reason there's not a lot of downtime in my readings. And so I'm talking about this coffee pot, and then I'm just like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about this coffee pot actually, but he's taking me to the coffee pot. He has taken responsibility for turning that on.
Okay.
He's been pulling out all the stops lately. He's showing me making some lights flicker. It looks like in your bedroom or bathroom. He's showing me the coffee pot. He's also showing me you chasing a cricket. Have you recently had a cricket you were trying to get out of your house or out of your garage somewhere?
No, not that no, I don't think so. I've seen them, but I haven't had to do anything.
Okay, so that will happen. So then you have to message me and it's like, oh my goodness, I just had to chase a cricket. So why do spirits do that? They do that. I actually made a TikTok about it. I told someone, have you seen the ants yet? And she says, no. I said, you will. So she sent me a picture. It was like a week later, and ants had gotten all around her window. I should call it an exterminator. So in those moments where you would normally be frustrated, it's going to make you laugh.
Okay.
Like you're gonna be chasing this cricket instead of like cussing this cricket, you're gonna be laughing about, Randy, you said this was gonna happen. Can you not get it out of my dadgum house? He's also telling me that because you just laughed and it made me kind of smile, and he is saying that you don't do that enough now, that you've lost some of your laughter. And he's saying that he understands how tough life has gotten for you, but he keeps saying, chin up, that you're a fighter, you're a fighter.
Yep.
He's also referencing you taking care of him towards the end of his life and how much he appreciated that.
Oh, good.
He's recognizing that he was not the easiest person to get along with, and you never lost patience with him. You would just give it right back to him. Like when he would get going, you just give it right back.
Yes.
He needed that though. Like it wasn't mean. He needed that. He's saying that he needed someone who was going to give it as good, give it back to him.
Well, we joked back and forth, and people thought it was toxic, but it was all in joking.
He said that's people's number one problems when they try to judge what they have and what they do against what other people have and what they do.
Okay.
He's saying you have to find your own truth and your own happiness.
Yep.
Very good. All right. Thank you, Miss Lynn, for letting me read him.
Thank you very much.
Of course. So she was on it. And so, yes, it was just a name. And she instantly was like, yes, it's mine. That's the reason I gave more information once she popped on. But that is also, she was very claircognizantly knowing that it was her Randy. She just knew it was hers. And so I was like, I have a Randy here. She's like, yes, that's mine. And I gave more information to prove it was hers. But I think it's beautiful that she was also very open to hearing from Spirit. I want to thank everyone who was liking and sharing my live. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, were you going to say something? Oh, look at Sarah. She said, I have a Randy too, but I knew it wasn't him. Were you going to say something, Dee?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a lady stepping up here. She's letting me know that she struggled as a mom. So right off, and I thought it was kind of weird for her to start that way. Like she's starting this reading very odd, and this identification very odd. It's not the way my spirits normally present. So let me see where she's going with this. So she's using how she parented as part of her identification. She's showing me that she struggled as a mom, and as a result, her kids even showed problems of self-managing as they were growing up. There was no impulse control there. And she is showing me that lack of impulse control, so this is the mom, the daughter has now had children, and that lack of impulse control has caused problems with her having babies and not making sure. This is a tough message, and no wonder she hasn't identified herself yet, because I don't know that I would be going through it. So she is showing that impulse control has had an issue with this mom also not being the greatest mom. So for whoever this is, I'm telling you that for you to be able to claim this spirit and be able to say, yes, that's me, I'm telling you, it will be just a testament to how far you have come. Because very few moms will step up and say, I screwed up. I did not do the best I could by my kids. And this mom is acknowledging, this mom here is acknowledging it came from her. She is showing me that she was probably about my height, which is, she's being funny, 5'4", 5'3". And she's like, yeah, but I had like 50, 60 pounds on you. So she is saying that she weighed a lot more than me. So she is giving me more identification of, I will get to all of this, okay? I will get to all of this, these questions that y'all are asking me. I will identify her more. For whatever reason, she is very much wanting to talk about this message first, and there must be a reason for it, because I don't know if I would talk this harshly to someone. And she's not done yet. Okay, and then we'll move on to this more of signification purposes. So this person who is the mom who is not doing right by the children, everyone raises their kids how they want. I'm just telling you what the Spirit is saying. But she is showing me this person just picking up their phone and F this and screw you and you should be helping me. There's a sense of entitlement about it. I don't think anyone's going to claim this lady, honestly, because she's really calling someone on their crap here. It's a sense of entitlement. This person has had babies that they're not properly parenting because they're so self-centered on what can you give me instead of taking responsibility and pushing forward with what they have. They're not playing the cards that were dealt to them. They are expecting people to give and give and give and give. And honestly, this impulse control is going to cause huge issues with these little ones that they are raising. The little ones they are raising are babies. And this is a prime opportunity to be able to change your ways, to be able to give a better home and a better stable environment for these babies. And I'm seeing 2 girls and a boy with these babies. This lady is now stepping forward. She's like, yes, okay. Now she is stepping forward and I'm hearing an A name around her. Don't feel like it's her name. She had cancer. I'm hearing an A name around her, and she's letting me know she died from cancer. She had brown hair.
Alexis Renee. Janelle is her name.
All right, Alexis. Oh. That makes sense. I know Alexis. And I have met her mom. That's why she was being so cagey with her information. That's exactly why she was being so cagey with her information. Because y'all could tell that if y'all watch me do readings, you could tell this one was navigating a lot different. D is over here like, yes, yes, yes. It's because if I had known who it was and what her message was, I wouldn't have brought her forward. So she was presenting in a way I wouldn't know who she was, or I wouldn't have brought her forward. All right, Miss Alexis, this is up to you if you want to go live and hear this message or not. Your mom's not playing today. I just want you to know. Hi, Miss Alexis. How are you?
Hi.
Your mom, as you can tell, has presented very different today than she normally does.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. She is like on her soapbox now. Are you ready for her soapbox?
Yeah.
You're like, maybe. She is saying, first and foremost, for you to start loving yourself like she didn't. Now, I know that you're probably thinking, but my mom did love me, and she did. Your mom absolutely did love you. But she is saying, and I did not actually understand, I didn't know this part about your mom at all. She is saying that she didn't always listen to what you were saying. She didn't always listen to the turmoil that you were going through. Is that true about your mom?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about her, Alexis. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But she's letting me know that that inability to listen to you like created some impulsive decisions and some anger within you, and rightly so.
Yeah.
And she's talking about also because she didn't listen to you and really look at you and help you navigate this world, it made you not love yourself as much as you should love yourself. She's talking about do not let other people tell you your worth and your value.
Mm-hmm.
She is telling me that, yeah. So when you left your boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
that you needed to do that.
Yeah.
that you actually hung out there too long, and she was so proud of you for making that decision because you went through some really tough things after you left him. But she was saying, baby girl, that needed to happen. That needed to happen. He was actually literally killing your soul, but he was making your soul just kind of go like, ugh.
Yeah, he drained me.
Yes, very good word for that. He drained you. And now he gets to continue draining you because you're co-parenting with him, your mom is saying.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying that that is not for the faint of heart, co-parenting with him. She is now talking about, so you're with someone new now?
Mm-hmm.
And how's that going?
Good.
Have y'all talked marriage yet?
Yeah.
She shows me that. Don't drag your feet on that, Alexa. So a lot of people will, and this is your mom talking. She's saying a lot of people just want that perfect marriage. That perfect wedding. They want to spend all this money on the wedding. And she's saying, don't not get married because you think you need to spend all this money on the wedding. She said, go down to the justice of the peace. Who cares?
That's literally what I've been saying.
Yeah. Oh, very good. So thank you for confirming that for everyone watching. Whenever spirits say something, and then Alexa said, I've been saying that. Yeah, your mom said that y'all have a true love for each other, and that's really all that matters. Now, she's saying something about your girls. Do you not have your girls all the time?
No.
Okay, so I'm just telling you, she says you need to get them back.
I just got them back. I have them back, and I'm not allowing them to go back because some bad things happened to them there.
Very good. Not very good at happened, but I'm so glad you said that because I was trying to figure out how I was going to word that to you without wording that to you.
Yeah.
Yes, those. She is so proud of you that where you are, and she is saying, and I'm just going to tell you, I know it's an M word, to start trying to meditate, calm your mind down. She's saying that you have a monkey brain, which a lot of us do, which is like.
Yeah.
And she is saying, start with a minute a day. Just start with a minute a day. She is also saying that you have an opportunity to be a much better mom in person than she was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Alexis. I didn't know that about your mom.
It's okay.
But it's not.
Yeah.
She is. Oh, are you no contact with your dad?
I talk to him sometimes, but I don't talk to him as much because of my relationship with my stepmom.
Yeah. She was very much saying, I couldn't tell if she was saying you were no contact or you should be basically no contact. So you are kind of no contact. You just don't
Yeah, I
talk.
was for a really long time.
Mm-hmm. She's saying don't feel guilty about that, that your dad is making the same choices that your mom did.
Yeah, he only comes around because of the new baby.
Mm-hmm. And she's saying, so he's coming around for the new baby when he should have been coming around for you.
Mm-hmm.
She's laughing now, and she's like, don't worry, honey, you'll sleep again in about 3 years. Is your baby not sleeping well?
He wakes up at the worst hours right after I go to sleep.
Yeah. Don't worry, Alexis. Your mom is saying in 3 years you'll sleep again.
Oh, yay.
All right, honey. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
All right. That was a brave soul. Alexis did a good job. She was a very brave soul for claiming that, like her mom said, was coming forward. All right. I am supposed to be on YouTube right now. So if anyone wants to come and join my live, we will continue this on YouTube. It is my second time going live on YouTube. And let me tell y'all why I'm going live on YouTube. Are y'all ready? All right, look, right here. Y'all see this? That's why I'm going right here. Right there. That's why I'm going live on YouTube. Dee has insisted I need to start going live on YouTube. So here I am. You know, I'm so sorry, Sarah. Isn't that crazy? Someone's impersonating you. Why? Why on earth? All right. I want to thank everyone for joining me today on TikTok. If y'all haven't done so, please click that like and follow button. I am going to head over to YouTube now and see what kind of damage I can cause over there. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just click the button and live button. I'm sure there's a lot more things I could do. Someone has already out because I just got a new subscriber over there because someone has already popped over. I am Christy Godwin Psychic Medium across everything. It's the same. I haven't changed my name at all. It's Christy Godwin Psychic Medium across everything. All right. See y'all in a few.
That was